Most people with high blood pressure are told to watch their salt, take their pills, and maybe walk a little more. But almost no one hears about the silent nutrient deficiencies that keep their numbers stuck in the danger zone. Minerals act like microscopic repair crews for your arteries. They tell muscles to relax, keep fluid in the right balance, and help your heart beat in perfect rhythm. When these minerals run low, the vessels stiffen, pressure climbs, and medications have to work overtime just to scratch the surface. Today, we're diving into the 3 minerals every hypertensive person needs on their side. If pounding headaches, morning dizziness, or an arm strap monitor that never drops below 140 over 90 sound familiar, stay with me. By the end, you'll know which foods quietly load your bloodstream with these minerals, which supplements actually absorb, and which everyday habits flush them straight down the drain. Let's get started. Magnesium is first for a reason. Think of your arteries as expandable garden hoses. Magnesium is a hand loosening the faucet so water can flow without bursting the pipe. Each time stress hits or caffeine kicks in, tiny muscles around those hoses tighten. Magnesium slips between their fibers and whispers, "Relax." The problem is high blood pressure itself drains magnesium. Each spike forces your kidneys to filter harder, and magnesium follows sodium out in the urine. Low magnesium then makes those same muscles stay tense, which raises pressure further, creating a vicious feedback loop most doctors never mention. Spotting a deficiency is tricky because it hides behind symptoms you already blame on hypertension. Throbbing temples, restless legs that spasm at night, constant fatigue even after 8 hours of sleep, tingling fingers, skipped heartbeats. Inside, the damage is worse. Low magnesium lets calcium rush unchecked into heart cells, making contractions erratic and oxygen-hungry. It shuts down nitric oxide pathways, the very chemical that tells vessels to widen. In the brain, it amplifies adrenaline. So a minor inconvenience feels like a red alert crisis, and blood pressure spikes again. Food is your first rescue line. Just a quarter cup of pumpkin seeds supplies about half your daily magnesium needs. A cup of cooked spinach adds another 38%. Almonds toss in 27% per ounce while supporting healthy fats. Black beans, avocado halves, even dark chocolate with 70% cocoa step up to the plate. Combine a morning smoothie of spinach, avocado, pumpkin seed butter, and unsweetened cocoa, and you've already crossed 80% before lunch. For gourmet seekers, try a Mediterranean grilled mackerel rubbed with smoked paprika and served over sesame garlic spinach. The dish floods you with omega-3s and more than 60% of your magnesium quota. Prefer plant-based? Roast portobello capped stuffed with quinoa, chopped almonds, and wilted kale finished in a miso glaze. Over 50% of daily magnesium, 0 animal fat. Supplements can close the gap, but form matters. Skip magnesium oxide. It's chalk for the intestines, and almost none of it reaches your bloodstream. Look for magnesium glycinate or bisglycinate. Chelated forms that slip through gut walls with ease and rarely cause diarrhea. A single 200 milligrams capsule at night calms nerves and deepens sleep. If you're sensitive, start with 100 milligrams and build. Combine with vitamin B6 to escort magnesium into cells, and always keep calcium supplements 4 hours apart so they don't compete. Now, a mineral most people think of only when battling leg cramps: potassium. Potassium is the damper pedal on a piano of sodium. Where sodium tightens fluid volume and cranks pressure, potassium tells the kidneys, let the extra water go. In evolutionary diets heavy on roots, leaves, and wild fruits, the potassium to sodium ratio was 10-1. Modern packaged meals flip that ratio upside down, stuffing sodium to every snack and slashing potassium to a trickle. The result? Constant volume overload, swollen ankles, and readings that climb year after year. You may be low on potassium if you wake with puffy fingers, feel your pulse flutter after salty takeout, or need the bathroom 3 times a night because the body is desperate to purge excess fluid. Potassium shortages also make you feel weak climbing stairs, since muscle fibers rely on it to fire. Over time, inadequate potassium hardens artery walls, dulls insulin sensitivity, and doubles stroke risk even if cholesterol looks normal. Rebuilding stores is delicious, A single baked sweet potato delivers 15% of daily potassium plus blood pressure friendly fiber. A cup of white beans hits 18% and sneaks in magnesium and calcium. Avocado has provided 14% in healthy monounsaturated fats that calm inflammation. Kiwi, pomegranate, and coconut water add electrolytes while satisfying sweet cravings without a sugar avalanche. Craft meals around potassium-rich heroes. A Thai red curry sweet potato soup blended with coconut milk and lime. A warm salad of white beans, roasted red peppers, and parsley dressed in lemon garlic olive oil. A dessert parfait layering Greek yogurt, sliced kiwi, pumpkin seeds, and a drizzle of raw honey. Each plate edges you toward the 700 milligrams target the American Heart Association recommends. Can you supplement potassium? Over-the-counter caps are capped at 99 milligrams by law to avoid overdose risk. But powdered potassium citrate drink mix can add 300 to 500 milligrams safely when diluted in a liter of water sipped through the day. Always check with your physician if you have kidney issues or take AC inhibitors. Too much potassium in compromised kidneys spells trouble fast. Mineral 3 is often overshadowed by its villainous cousin sodium, yet without it the pressure game collapses. Calcium. Yes, calcium. While excess calcium supplements can calcify arteries, a diet too low forces the body to steal calcium from bones, making vessels more reactive and elevating blood pressure. Balanced calcium stabilizes vascular smooth muscle, supports nerve signaling, and teams with magnesium to maintain steady rhythms. Deficiency signs hide in plain sight. Brittle nails, muscle spasms, or an unexplained craving for ice or chalky textures. In the circulatory system, low calcium encourages parathyroid hormone to constrict arteries, raising resistance against the heart's pump. Combine that with low magnesium, and you brewed a hypertensive storm. You don't need dairy to meet requirements. Sardines with bones pack 30% of daily calcium plus coenzyme Q10 for heart resilience. A cup of cooked collard greens provides 25% with added vitamin K that guides calcium away from arteries into bones. Tofu set with calcium sulfate offers 20% per half cup and plays nice with plant-based diets. Blackstrap molasses swirled into oatmeal delivers a surprising 18% alongside iron and potassium. Rotate dishes like Sardinian sardinamato pasta, a southern-style sauté of collards and garlic, or a Vietnamese lemongrass tofu over brown rice noodles. These plates not only ferry calcium, but also pack flavonoids that soothe vessel linings. If supplements are necessary, choose calcium citrate. It absorbs regardless of stomach acid levels and pairs well with vitamin D3 and K2 to escort calcium into bones. Keep individual doses under 500 milligrams and space them away from magnesium to prevent competition. Avoid megadose calcium carbonate unless your doctor explicitly directs it. Now, before you rush to restock your pantry, recognize the habits silently bleeding these minerals dry. Excessive caffeine spikes cortisol and flushes magnesium and calcium within hours. Limit to 2 moderate cups of coffee and chase each with water. Processed meats and chips not only drown you in sodium, but drive potassium down through renal excretion. Replace them with unsalted nuts or air-pop popcorn dusted with turmeric. Alcohol sabotages all 3 minerals, dehydrating you and blocking absorption. Keep it to a single glass of red wine with dinner or take a 30-day reset. Even well-intentioned supplements can backfire. High-dose vitamin A without D, K, and magnesium stiffens arteries. Calcium carbonate taken alongside iron blocks both. Always stagger minerals. Morning for magnesium and potassium, evening for calcium, or vice versa, based on tolerance. Before we wrap, let's tie everything into a 1-day sample blueprint. Wake up and hydrate with warm lemon water, plus a pinch of potassium citrate. Breakfast on overnight oats soaked in almond milk, mixed with blackstrap molasses, sliced kiwi, and pumpkin seeds, magnesium and calcium kickstart. Mid-morning coffee, pair it with a handful of raw almonds to buffer mineral loss. Lunch features a Mediterranean bowl. Quinoa, white beans, roasted peppers, avocado, and olive oil, potassium powerhouse. Afternoon slump, blend a green smoothie of spinach, coconut water, half a banana, and dark cocoa nibs. Dinner, grilled sardines over garlic collards with sweet potato wedges. Finish with chamomile tea steeped with dried hibiscus for extra vascular relaxation. Across that day, you meet or exceed recommended intake for all three minerals while keeping sodium under control and adding phytonutrients that multiply their effect. Implement this for 7 days and track readings morning and night. Many viewers report drops of 5 to 10 points systolic within the first week, smoother pulse pressure, and deeper sleep. Remember, minerals aren't magic bullets, but they unlock pathways your medication alone can't reach. Combine them with 30 minutes of brisk walking, mindful breathing to tame cortisol, and 8 hours of restorative sleep, and you turn a daily struggle into a winnable game. If this information opened your eyes, hit like so more people fighting silent hypertension can see it. Drop a comment telling me which mineral you're most committed to boosting this week, and share your baseline readings. We'll follow up together. Subscribe and ring the bell, because next video we're covering the 3 morning drinks that flatten pressure spikes without a single pill. Until then, stay calm, stay mineralized, and keep that pressure moving in the right direction.